Hi beautiful people, you know why I'm here? I'm here to inspire you. This channel is all about inspiration, motivation and self-improvement. So if you're new on that channel, subscribe, like this video in the end if you really love it, and be a part in something is going to be amazing.
Yeah, I can't give up this feeling that I get when looking down from the sky.
My name is Lottie, by the way. So guys, today I want to talking about what the black man think about the black woman. He's like, she's angry, she's aggressive, she's hard to love, she's hard to live, she's illogic, she's hard to temper, she's hostile, she's overbearing. Black women have too much attitude, ghetto attitude. I don't want to date a black woman. I don't want a baby with a black woman. Black woman swear weave. I want a baby with a soft hair and light eyes. So we hear so much think like that, and I think it's really hurt when it come out from a black guy. So we need to understand why. First of all, guys, I think the black women are not angry. I think the stereotype and the stigmatization of the black woman angry is something completely built by the European society to put much deeply down the image of the black woman. So I think the black woman hungry is a mythology, guys. It's completely a mythology. And also you need to understand that, you know, even if some black women are hungry and some black women got a stronger character, of course she got a strong character, but thanks God she got a strongest character, because that strongest character, she do need that strongest character to survive for 400 centuries of slavery, 400 centuries of extreme violence, so 100 centuries of being like a viewer, being like extremely torture, being like the mother of the gynecologic in the past. Because we need to know, guys, first of all, before in the past, the gynecologic, the mother of the gynecologic was using some black slave without anesthesia, without nothing. So black woman life was extremely violent, guys, extremely violent than other native never been. And of course I understand all this is the past, but I think we need to understand the past of people to understand the people now. I really think all this extreme violence, guys, all this extreme violence, the black woman was involved, stay and was transferred on the gene. And mostly when we hear like from some black man, and we need to understand which kind of black man said this kind of thing, we're talking about the black man grew up in Europe, we're talking about the black man grew up in USA, we're talking about the black man grew up in UK and blah So these kind of people are completely complex about themselves, because they highly stigmatized in the global society, stigmatized in the European society, stigmatized in the US society. So as a black woman, we need to understand that the global society, the modern society, promote and expect to the black man being someone extremely dangerous, being someone like a drug dealer, being someone without education, or being someone who is just in prison. So stigmatization of the black man is extremely strong. We need to understand that that black man got this kind of mindset and think this kind of stuff about the black woman. They really got a low self-esteem about themselves, and also in general they grew up in the modern society, they grew up as a minority people. So imagine yourself as a black man grew up in the minority people. Example, if you grew up in UK, as a black man, you're just seeing like all the world, all the people you see as being like successful, obviously is the white people. They only them are successful. everything you see about success on TV, you see people's success at school, you see success, you see people successful, look successful and happy with them family, is only the white people. So it's really hard to for the black man, when you grew up on this kind of like world, everything you see look like success is kind of like white. I think for a lot of the black man, most of them, they become really opportunist, and they lost a lot of them entity when they live in minority somewhere. They really lost them entity. It's mean like, you know, after a while, I think they just, you know, they just accept what the society saying to them. The society saying to them like, this is success look like that. So for them, success is something, becomes something white, and success is not the black woman, and they see the black woman as someone who's angry, someone who's aggressive and blah obviously. So it's really hard. We need to understand that when some of the same time, I think when you look at the background of people, it's mean like a lot of black men got a really bad experience in their own life. It's mean like they got a really bad experience maybe with their mom, you know. A lot of them got really bad memory about their mom. It's mean like they always seeing their mom being someone like angry, someone who scream all the time, someone who doesn't take care of children, someone who doesn't really take care of her family. So I think the first example of the black man has, of course, is the model of the mom. And most of the black men, seriously, when they pass like even 40, even 50, all this generation of people have a really bad memory about them own mom. So that's why they keep this kind of mindset in them head. Is like the black woman, she's angry, she's like impossible, he's impossible to live with a black woman, obviously, because we're always seeing like that first image of the black woman. The only image they got is like the black woman at home, the mom upset because she was married at 16 or at 15. She doesn't really choose her life, so obviously she's completely upset. And also most of the time they got this image of the black woman who like shit in her partner, who play with the money of her husband, who doesn't work, and who is messy, who is dirty, some stuff like that. So we need to really understand this kind of point. Or maybe they try once and they just find out one crazy black woman. Of course, there is a crazy people everywhere, there is angry people everywhere. And I think a lot of black men as well grew up on that kind of society. US and Europe, for example, they really complex when they say like, I don't want a baby with a black woman. That kind of people are extremely complex about themselves. They don't know who they are, they don't know even their history, they don't know themselves. So it's normal. They just want to be in on that society where they live, because they so highly stigmatized, so highly stigmatized. So some of them, I think they just give up and they just try to get in and to live like kind of a normal life and get in the society. So but we say like, I don't want a baby with a black woman. It's so much struggle, you know. I don't want a baby with like a kinky hair. I don't want a baby with a dark skin, or I don't want a baby with a dark eyes, some stuff like that. I think this kind of people is really complex, seriously, extremely complex. And when we also hear like a black woman have a ghetto attitude, for myself, seriously, I don't know anyone, I don't know any black woman, even black girl, who got a ghetto attitude. I think this kind of phase is like just dead, you know. It's just finished. I mean, it's how is possible like all the black woman got a ghetto attitude? I don't even know what is a ghetto attitude. Maybe I tried to got that ghetto attitude, but maybe I was like 16 years old or some stuff like that. So I think this kind of people people as well, because they don't know themselves, they put everyone in the same being, like a black woman are ghetto, they got like a ghetto attitude, they got an attitude and blah blah blah. I think in general the black woman, you know, they not fake, they don't have a time to lose, they just true, they just express themselves deeply. I think sometimes they don't know how to speak to them partner, maybe how to express themselves without hurting, without putting a black man down and lose their masculinity. Maybe they don't know how to do that, but you can really say like they all got ghetto attitude, they all like crazy. So all this negativity about the black woman, unfortunately confirmed by some black man, but we need to understand which kind of black man is the black man who grew up in Europe. He's a black man who really frustrated, with a black man who really complexed about them skin color, about themselves, living in minority in Europe or living in minority in USA. Is this kind of black man who completely lost about themselves, who doesn't know who they are, who just try to get in some society to be accepted. We're talking about this kind of black man who also are really opportunist, and who really lost them entity as a black man and lost them entity as a person. We're talking about this kind of people come and stigmatize us. And I think there is nothing to be scared about that. There is nothing to be scared being like stigmatized by some minority of people, even if that minority of people is like the people like us, but it's just a minority of people, guys. We need to understand when we're talking about man in general, the black man in general, full of around the world. I think again there is a little percentage of the black man will come and confirm that negative stuff about the black woman. Is just a minority of people, so we need to understand that, and there is nothing, I think there is nothing to be like scared about that. We always will be stigmatized by someone. It's really hurt when it's come out from the people come from his community, but as I said, these people is just a minority people, and unfortunately it's just the people who are opportunists, and it's just the people who are lost. So ladies, seriously, don't be scared and don't give a shit because some people come and, you know, put the fingers in you and say like, yes, I confirm, they all crazy, they all angry and blah blah blah. We don't give a shit about these people, but because these people are not even educated about themselves, these people are completely lost. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you really enjoy that subject. Let me know in the comment if you think like all the black men in the world think negative about the black woman, or if you think like it's just some minority people, some minority black man who just opportunist. Put me that in the comment. Thank you so much, guys. Again, I hope you really enjoy that subject. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and I kiss you. See you next time. Bye.